Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily. Good morning, Dubai. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday and welcome back to the Lovin Daily, where I take you through the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Today, we're going to be talking about the pink moon. Did you see it last night? It was absolutely stunning and it's going to last for 3 more days. I want to get your thoughts. If you saw it, let me know in the comments how beautiful it was. Did you snap pictures? Tag us on Lovin Dubai. We love to reshare them. We'll also be talking about the man who is allegedly the man behind the Nude Dubai Marina balcony shoot. He has apologized for the incident. We have more on that coming up later in the show. We'll also be talking about the latest updates from last night's COVID-19 press briefings. This, of course, comes directly from the government and what the latest updates for unvaccinated individuals in Dubai. But before we get into it, today's show is sponsored by HP, the company with a vision to create technology for everyone. And right now they've created a free platform that's filled with creative resources. This is absolutely perfect for parents who are trying to decrease the amount of time their children spend on screens. And while HP is the sponsor of this show, the opinions and statements are Lovin Dubai's. Guys, can we talk about the weather? Please. And I know no one wants to talk about the weather. People talk about it too much. Potentially there's rain. There's moon outside. Did you see the moon, Ali, last night?
I think I was fast asleep or eating food.
But the thing with the moon is it comes up at like 4 p.m. these days.
4 p.m.?
Yeah,
4 p.m. My eyes were glued to the work computer.
Late day for you?
Yeah, it was a late day for me. But, hard work pays off. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah,
or with more like a...
It's like a goal, gaming, get it out.
Gotcha. Get those views.
Yeah.
I had the best thing happen to me this morning.
What happened?
Guys, has this ever happened to you? And I'm not being over dramatic. I woke up and I said, the week is dragging. It's Tuesday. How is it only Tuesday? And I got out of bed and I thought 3 more days, and I went into the bathroom and I was like, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. So if you're just waking up, it's not Tuesday. Don't listen to me. Absolutely stupid. Had to check my calendar, double checked it. It's Wednesday. We're nearly at the end of the week.
Yes.
3 days done. 2 days left. I think it's that week before Eid, before the holidays, when you're thinking about the holidays and you're getting excited and the week just drags.
Yes. It's sort of like once you enter the last week, it's actually faster.
Yeah, next week will be faster, but this one we're all just talking about it. We're thinking about what we're going to do. If you have any plans, do let us know. Yeah, so my week just got shorter. But let's jump into the top story. I think this is one that people are going to be quite curious about. Of course, every single Tuesday we get the latest updates from NCMA, which is the National Crisis Centre Management Authority. It comes onto their Twitter. It is a press briefing based on the latest COVID-19 updates in the UAE, and it's very thorough, very transparent. We get everything from them. And last night they announced the first UAE movement restrictions on unvaccinated individuals. So of course, if you've been keeping up with all of the Dubai news, you'll know that last week the National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Management Authority, they announced that unvaccinated individuals may face movement restrictions in the UAE, which basically would mean that unvaccinated individuals may not be allowed to enter some places or gain access to certain services. They haven't gone, it's not as, there's not a massive restriction, but what they've announced was only vaccinated individuals and people in clinical trials will be permitted to present to go to the President's Cups. This is just one event that they're turning, but it basically gives you an idea of what may be to come. So of course, keeping safety is a top priority. Only vaccinated individuals, people in clinical trials will be able to attend, and also those attending must present a negative COVID result taken 48 hours prior to the match, and also have the letter E in their vaccination app. So of course you need to be vaccinated, and also you'll still also be required to get a test before you go. So the UAE President's Cup is happening on May 16th this year, and it will be one of those first all vaccinated individuals events in Dubai, and we'll probably see more like that to come. If you're watching on Facebook, you can see all the updates beside me. Some really cool kind of positive updates as well, which came from it last night. They spoke about the Bloomberg report. Now this is super cool. So of course, if you've been living in the UAE, if you've been living in Dubai for the last year, you'll have felt personally quite safe being here, because we know that they implemented so many strict procedures. But now the UAE has been recognized on a global level by Bloomberg, which is pretty cool. So we took the The UAE. The UAE took the 8th spot in the Bloomberg COVID-19 resilience campaign. This means we're fighting back against the virus, We're also the first country in the Arab world. It is a worldwide aspect, and in the top 10 countries there was Finland, Denmark, China, Canada and Switzerland, and we were 8th in the world for our COVID resilience. Well done, UAE, which is pretty cool. They also announced, so Dr. Saif Al-Dahiri, the official spokesperson for the NCEMA, they said the UAE managed to reach this advanced position regionally and also globally thanks to the preventive measures it took since the beginning of the crisis as it dealt with the pandemic effectively while not disrupting business and social affairs. So we've lived through it. We had one of the strictest lockdowns in the world. We also had a gradual reopening of businesses. We also brought back business so much sooner than other countries. We've been so fortunate. And now our resilience has been recognised on a global level. So well done to UAE, all of the authorities, all of the people behind the scenes who are working non-stop to make our lives a little bit easier and a little bit more manageable. We've been so lucky to be here. And I'm very thankful I've been in the UAE for the last year. I really am.
Me too.
Someone saying thank you all for donating your bodies to science for the clinical trials of these injections. That's so true. Like when we first had the Sinopharm vaccine, the UAE needed 20 to 30,000 volunteers to get involved, and they got volunteers like that. And thanks to that, we saw the rollout of Sinopharm first. Now, as you know, and this is also part of the resilience that we have here in the UAE, we have successfully administered more than 10 million vaccine doses, not just Sinopharm. In the UAE, we also have Pfizer, BioNTech, Sputnik, Sinopharm and Oxford AstraZeneca are all available in the UAE, across all the UAE. It's free. So we're very, very lucky. So over 10 million vaccines so far. Of course, by the end of the year, they want us to get to all eligible parties will be vaccinated. All eligible adults will be vaccinated. And the top story today is, of course, we're seeing what movement restrictions could look like in the future. We saw one Emirates plane already. They were celebrating the successful rollout of the vaccination campaign, and they put all vaccinated individuals on that. Now there's going to be an event that's specifically only allowed to be attended by vaccinated individuals. So if we're going to see more restrictions like that, I think this is just kind of giving you an idea. Get that vaccine if you can. I'm aware that if you go onto the DHA app right now, it's quite tricky to get an appointment because I'm trying myself. However, I do have faith that I don't have faith, I have the knowledge. I'm sure that new slots will open up. I would say just keep checking, make sure you have your MRN number to hand, because that's going to make it super duper easy. It's really go on. They even ask you which vaccine you would like, which is I think quite important. If you're maybe a breastfeeding mother, you want a specific vaccine. And also authorities said previously to learn more about each vaccine, because we're so lucky in Dubai to have that choice, and the UAE to have that choice, and they're all available on the DHA app. So learn, book it, let us know how you get on, and I hope you're all feeling well. I was on WhatsApp to Shireen, our Lovin Dubai host, and she said she had the second dose yesterday and she just wasn't feeling too well. So if you've had it, I hope you're all good and feeling well. Because it can knock you for 10 if you're not feeling good. But we're going to get it soon, aren't we, Ali? Fingers crossed. Let's move on to our next story. The man detained for the nude photo shoot in Dubai, which we all saw, says he regrets the incident. So this is the man behind the infamous nude Dubai balcony shoot, Dubai Marina. He apologized for the event. So I think we'll all remember back at the beginning of April, our Lovin Extra is here. This is the new membership, and while absolutely nothing changes for our readers, extra members get access to premium content, exclusive competitions, and first look for tickets and access to the coolest events across the city, and Lovin merch. If you subscribe right now, a very cool Lovin Red Eco Water bottle will be delivered to your door. Jaws hit the floor. We saw something that we never thought we would see in Dubai, and hopefully never will again, something that went completely against moral code, a lewd acts that contravened all laws in the UAE. Women were posing nude on a balcony. Now, the 40-year-old man who was involved in the event, he spoke to the Daily Mail. He apologized. He said he regretted the incident. And he also described the events that led to the shoot, the viral images, and subsequent arrests of all involved. So actually, it's worth noting he's currently in a COVID detention facility in Dubai after testing positive for COVID-19. And in an interview in the Daily Mail from the detention center, He has apologized for the shoot, which, like I said, contravened UAE law. He added that the shoot was impromptu, it was unplanned, and it was not created as a publicity stunt, as other reports have claimed. So he said it was all kind of spur of the moment, happened to be in the apartment, and they took the photos. And he said that he fully regrets the incident. All of the women involved have been deported. He was jailed and would have been deported. However, then he tested positive for COVID-19, and in that case was moved to a COVID-19 detention center. So will be deported after that. It's worth noting at the time arrests were made, Dubai police acted immediately. They acted swiftly. And it's worth noting, anyone involved in lewd acts in the UAE, it is punishable by law, with fines ranging up from 5k and also 6-month jail sentence potentially. However, pornographic materials is also punishable with fines from 250k up to 500k and or imprisonment. So anything of that nature goes against UAE moral codes, ethics of society here, not accepted. Authorities will act swiftly. And I think this is quite a warning to international people coming into the UAE. Of course, Dubai is making so many headlines for so many reasons. There's so many reasons to visit this incredible country, but I think people need to remember the word of the law here, to follow it. And I think people may be coming, may not be aware, but this story hitting those international headlines will remind people that we have a very safe society here. We're very proud of our safe society. We're very lucky to be in the safe society, and Dubai police will ensure that that continues. Yes?
Definitely.
Anything to add? We shall move on. I'm having a look through your comments, by the way, on Instagram. We see you. Thank you for tuning in. There's a little bit of conversation going on, and as always, after we finish on Facebook, we have a little chat on Instagram. It's a little bit behind the scenes, so we'll get to those after the show. But do let me know your thoughts. I'll open up Facebook to see if anyone has anything to add on these stories. We love to read your comments during the show and after your show. If you want some shout outs, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you're doing on this Wednesday morning. Let's move on to the final story. The pink supermoon, second to last story actually. The pink supermoon was visible last night in all its glory. Did you see it? Ali already said he didn't see it, so you're sleeping the whole way through.
Yeah.
Can you see the pictures now?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's really, really. I didn't. Stunning thing about the moon here is it really lights up the sky. You can't see anything around it. It's natural glow. Last night I went outside and I just happened to glimpse it, and I had no idea it was the pink supermoon. So actually what's cool is NASA revealed supermoon season is upon us, and UAE folk can actually catch 2 of them this year, and they're both happening. Are we in May yet? No, this month and next month. So the first pink month of the season, the first pink moon of the season was visible last night. The second will be visible on May 27th. But if you missed last night's one, be aware that it actually will linger for 3 days. So if you missed it last night, and if you're seeing the photos beside us, I would look outside tonight and tomorrow night. It's just so stunning. I think I'm more aware of lunar activities, especially I guess it's with Ramadan, and you're aware of the sighting of the crescent moon, and now as we get into the middle of the month, you see the full moon, but I think we're just maybe more aware here or something, I don't know, than I was back in Ireland. Maybe it's just more beautiful. But of course we know the month of Ramadan starts with the first sighting of the crescent moon, and now that we're in the middle of the holy month, we're seeing the full moon, and this pink moon will last for 3 days. And what's interesting, Farah wrote an amazing article last night, and she gave a little bit of history as to why it's called the pink moon, because if you're looking at the photos, you're looking for that tinge of pink. You may not see it. You may question the name the pink moon. Is there a tinge of pink? Did someone add a filter? Yeah, there may not be a tinge of pink. It's called the pink moon for a specific reason. Excuse me. It was back in the 1930s when the main farmer's almanac was published, American Indian moon names for each month. The full moon in April was named because at the time the herb moss was pink. So that's why it's called the pink moon. Really interesting. But it's so stunning. And like I said, if you missed it last night, it's going to be around for 3 nights. And then also on May 27th, it's going to be just as stunning, announced by NASA, that we're seeing 2 pink moons this season in the UAE. So look up. Moving on to our final story, Dubai Parents. This site has heaps of fun resources to keep your kids entertained. Look, if you are a parent, or if you're a kid looking for something interesting to do online, if you've been struggling at home to keep the little ones entertained, to keep them off their screens, look, it's no easy task. You're probably looking for resources constantly. And also, look, my sister is a mother of two, and her kids, especially in the last year when they're at home, they weren't going to school, they're just more inclined to use screens more. So it's the tablets, it's always the tablets, they're always like this. So if you're looking for an inspiration incentive to get off screens, there's a really cool platform available right now. It's for parents and kids. It's called the HP Print, Play and Learn. It's the HP Print, Play and Learn, and you'll find loads and loads of resources, and they're basically lots of free printables. So which is focused on learning, focused on fun, and it's basically a time saver for parents. So you don't need to look X, Y, and Z everywhere for these amazing printables. I don't know if you're a parent, you're on Pinterest. This has everything, and what's cool is they're focused on learning and fun. So while it's fun, there's also that kind of educational element, and then they're split up into categories. So you have like 0 to 2, it'll be the basic connect the dots, and then it goes 2 to 4 and up and up and up. So it's really, really helpful that it's all there done for you. An amazing resource. And also what I really love is it's not just for kids. They actually have quite free and fun art therapy section for adults. So if you're ever one of those people who sees an art shop and you're like, oh, I really want to get involved, get my art mojo back, there's an art therapy section. So you can get all of the information, you can get all of your printables there, print them out. And on that note, how are you going to print them? There's a very cool Smart Tank printer. It's also by HP, and they do, with the cartridges, you can get up to 18,000 pages in black or white, or 8,000 color out of the box printing. It's really cool. It's basically top class, top quality printing. And if you have this at home, this bad boy Smart Tank printing machine, along with that free educational resource, you'll be doing very well, because it'll just save you a lot of time. Of course, it's simple to refill, easy print from any device. So if you want to connect it to any device via the HP Smart app, it's really easy to do. So parents, also teachers, I know finding resources is not easy. I was there myself. And also, just trying to keep those up to date, finding something new and fun and creative for kids to do that doesn't involve a screen. And this is kind of an option for you. So if you are interested, I would just check out the HP Print, Play and Learn platform for kids, accessible for adults, and also there's that art therapy section for adults as well. So it's a whole lot of fun. Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Daily this morning. Just to recap in the top story, we said that I'll just run through the headline again for you, just so you're aware. The first UAE movement restrictions on unvaccinated individuals have been announced. So we're talking about an event which is only open for vaccinated individuals. We have more on the story that went live last night, written by Farah, and it brings you all of the latest updates from the NCMA, National Crisis Centre Management Authority, and it basically shows what the future could look like in terms of events and stuff. So if you need to get your vaccine, the government is constantly supporting people to go and get it. It's free. Keep an eye on the DHA app. If there's no slot available right now, keep checking. I'm confident that slots will become available in the vaccine that you're looking for. Just get your MRN health number, so it's a lot easier to do. Guys, that is it for us. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Stay safe and wash your hands. Bye-bye. Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning. And of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday, where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.